Now, please understand one by one. Big data is an encompassing term for any collection of data sets so large and complex that it becomes difficult to process using traditional data processing application. Nothing but what is this traditional processing? This one you have to understand. What do you mean by traditional processing? This one. Traditional processing is nothing but something database. We know that very clearly. Database. So in this database, we have one more thing that is called it as RDBMS. Okay, RDBMS. What is this RDBMS? Nothing but relational database management system. So basically, we know that a lot of things about relational database management systems like tables. Okay, so when you use the tables, basically it is a relationship database. Okay, so you will going to find the relation. Employees works for particular department, like that. You will going to find the relationship. So that is one important thing. So when it comes to big data, it says that very clearly, always big data is very huge and large. Okay, very huge and large, as well as it is a complex one, very highly complex data. So this complex data I wanted to process. It's very difficult. It's not that much easy. If you want to process this much of complex data, means we need a different kind of softwares. Yes or not? Different 70 of softwares we have to use it. Then only we can able to do it. So, but using something like we have currently, we have a softwares like Oracle. Okay, something like Oracle or MySQL, SQL, all those things. Using this, we cannot able to process these things. That is the reason why they say that it's a very complex and very large and huge. Okay, and by using traditional techniques, something we are using something injections, okay, triggering, all those things, and cascading styles, and so many things are there. Okay, when you're using all those things, it is not that much easy to process all this data to one particular form which exactly required for our future. Okay, so nothing but what it says that very clearly, if you want to process such kind of big data, okay, using traditional way, it is impossible. So that is why, because the reason is very simple. One is terabytes of data it will going to hold, terabytes of data. Again, petabytes of data it will going to hold. Again, petabytes of data. Okay, so that is the reason why we cannot able to process this, because of huge data. So that's what I discussed about 3 V's. This is volume, velocity, and variety and complexity. What is this? Volume is nothing but size of the data. Maybe size of the data you can able to see, and a varieties of size you can able to see. Something like it can have something like terabytes or petabytes or etabytes, zettabytes, like this. You can able to see zettabytes also. Okay, such kind of data you will going to find it. So that is the reason why how much volume of data you will going to create every day. I already given the example, going to the shopping. So many people, thousands of people will go to the shopping and all. They will going to create a terabytes of data, petabytes of data, again petabytes of data, zettabytes of data. They like that they will going to create. So that is the reason why we will say that this one, what is that exactly? It is called it as volume. How much volume of data you will going to encompass, or how much volume of data you will going to generate per day. Okay, that is exactly we have to know this one. Okay, again, when it comes to velocity, how fastly we will going to process the data, how fast, what is the latency? That is what here latency of the data processing relative to the growing demand for the interactivity. Nothing but think like that. Growing demand is nothing but what, based on the requirement we will going to generate the, what is that, data. For example, hence before, nowadays it is totally digital world. Yes or not? It is totally digital world. Digital world. In this digital world,
Yes,
what?
sir.
Yeah. What, ma? Tell me. Anusha, tell me. Divya, tell me. What is the problem? Divya?
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Fine. Okay. In this digital world, basically, hence before we didn't have these things. Paytm. Yes or not? We didn't have anything like Paytm. Okay, Paytm, or something like Phone Pay. Okay, Phone Pay, all these things. Nowadays we got all these things. Okay, that is a one biggest advantage. Nowadays, suppose I wanted to make the transaction, what you will going to do? Basically, we will going to use some kind of techniques that is called it as digital payment. So when you're doing the digital payment, it says that very clearly, whatever the digital payment you will going to do, that time you will going to find the transaction IDs. Okay, again, how much amount you will going to send it, from which bank you are sending, everything you will going to find. So this kind of data you will going to generate based on the demand. Yes or not? The growing demand is what? Digital world. Okay, so because of digital world, so this kind of data we are generating here, all those journal numbers, all those things, etc., etc. That is why how fast you will going to generate the data based on demand. Suppose think like that nowadays, so you can able to see data science is booming. So all the software engineers, they will go to start learning data science. Yes or not? Why? Because so this is related to big data, so that is the reason why. So based on the demand, so how you will going to generate the data, so that is very very important. That is the reason why we will call it as velocity based on demand. Okay, again varieties of data you can able to say there are varieties of sources are you will going to get it, and complexity. So different type of complex structure you will going to find in the data. Suppose example, when it comes to in this particular human world, so we're going to get certain formats, like you can able to find the what is that, snaps, like photos, okay, documents, okay, these are all the formats you can able to see. Again, etc., etc., so many things you know already, jpg format, something document format, pdf format, etc., etc. Again, variety here, when it comes to variety and complexity, same photo you can able to see the quality, different types of quality will going to get it. Maybe something it will be a very low quality, something it may be a very high quality image, like that. So maybe people will going to say 4K, the image quality is 4K. Some people will going to say it is HD quality, like that. Again, some people will going to say 1024 pixels, like that the photo looks like. So like that you can able to see something like varieties of data. Again, in that you will going to find some kind of complexities, nothing but difference based on quality of the data. Yes or not? When you see the photo, you will going to say if the photo is blur and all, you will going to say that the quality of the photo is not good. Nothing but what the quality of the data is not arranged properly, or the quality of the data is not proper, like that. Nothing but it is the same image is not looks good. Again, structure, different varieties of structure you will going to get it when you are collecting the data. Different kind of structure, student, okay, database you will going to get it, employee database, like that. You will going to get a lot of different kind of structures you will going to get it. Again, I told you about veracity. Yes or not? Veracity, again variability and value. So for every data we will going to put a value here. For that, suppose example, you take a reviews and all. Because of that data we will going to buy a mobile. Again, variability, so you will going to see if somebody even 5.5 or like this. Suppose example, you will going to give the review for mobile 5.5, someone will going to give 2.2, like that they will going to give it. So in this, what we will going to find, there will be a veracity in this, nothing but variation is there in the given data. We cannot say that this product is good or that product is bad, like that. So in 100 people they will go to, and in 100 people they will go to 50% of the people will going to give 5.5. Again, 30% of people will going to give 2.2. Again, 20% of people will going to give 1.1, like that they will going to give. Then we cannot able to predict that this product is good or bad, like that. So there is a here there is a problem. Okay, here there is a problem. I think everybody got it. So this is all about variability and veracity and value. For this one, whatever the data you have generated, for this one we have a value, that is recommendation. We are recommending here 5.5 is nothing but that is a value of that particular collected data. So we are recommending that product is good or not. So that is the reason why whatever the data you will go to generate, for every data we have to identify the final value. So that is the reason why this is required. Clear everyone? Guys, everyone clear with this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So we will go to the next slide. See here, next slide. I told you about when it comes to big data. Please observe here, when it comes to big data, data velocity, I told you this one, data velocity, I told you very clearly. Maybe you will going to get the data in real time, nothing but online when you are streaming YouTube channel. Okay, so that is real time data. You can able to see the broadcasting of weather news and all. So that is real time data. Again, near real time data, something like you will going to get it, that is also real time data. Same thing as like real time data. Again, periodic. Okay, so every month you will going to get it, so that is periodic data. Again, batch wise, so batch wise you will going to get the data. This is based on the demand we will going to generate the data. Okay, so this one you have to understand here. Again, data volume, how much data you can able to store. If you go to 1980s and all, basically we were using floppies. Okay, floppies. Okay, floppies. Again, CD, again DVDs. Okay, now blue rays, okay, blue rays, all those things, so many things, etc., we are using right now. But now currently we can able to see that in this, okay, hence before it was kilobytes, again megabytes, after that gigabytes, after that terabytes, after that petabytes. They haven't mentioned zettabytes, all those things. Okay, so in future you can able to see zettabytes also like that. Okay, this is the reason why we a huge amount of data nowadays we are collecting. Why? Because data is giving some value. Okay, data is giving some value. That is what I have given one example, Amazon example. So what is this Amazon? Basically 30% of the 30% of, okay, see here, it's okay. 30% of, okay, products will be sold because of recommendations. Okay, because of recommendation. Just imagine 30% of the products will be sold because of recommendation. So there will be a 30% of recommendation will going to happen. So that is the reason why you can able to see this much amount of products will going to sell. So that one you have to be very careful here. Okay, so because so many people, so influencers are there. Okay, so many people will going to recommend that product is good, that food is good, that is good, this is good, like that. So people will get influence, again they will going to buy it. Nothing but just observe here, because of big data, because of, see, observe here everyone, because of big data, because of big data, okay, because of big data, so many companies are getting profits. Yes or not? Because of big data, so many people are getting profits, because this big data will going to generate a value for that particular data. Exact value it will going to generate. That is the reason why they can able to do the such a good business. Okay, that is what, how they will going to do the business. The varieties of data they will going to collect, and they will going to analyze all those data. Again, they will going to find the final value. So how they will going to collect, where they will going to collect, in marketing. Okay, they will going to do the marketing. Again, you can able to see SMSs. These are all the varieties they will going to connect. Again, the data will be available in these formats. Understanding? In the market you can able to find lot of varieties of data. You through SMS you will going to get the data. Again, marketing and automation you will going to get the data. Again, social tech you will going to get the data. Automated demand generation you will going to get the data. Again, videos, web data. Okay, again, photos, mobile applications. Okay, databases, tables, reports, everywhere you will going to find the data. So this is what exactly we will going to see, varieties of data. Take that varieties of data, again create a value for that particular one. That is the reason why we will going to say this is called it as 3 V's. Okay, this is called it as 3 V's, nothing but volume, velocity, and variety and complexity. Very, very important these things. That is the reason why I'm explaining about, when it comes to big data, they will going to focus on only these things. One is volume, and another one is velocity, another one is variety and complexity. Okay, so we'll go to the next line now. We will go to the next slide. Okay, I will erase these things. It will be available in channel. You can take it. Now see, types of data we have. There are varieties of types of data we have. So that is relational database. Basically, databases are available using tables, again transactions and legacy data. Nothing but legacy data is nothing but old data. What is that old data? Is nothing but 10 years back or 20 years back, 30 years back, whatever the data you will going to find. So maybe it may be in terms of weather report. Okay, weather reports data, or something like when you are launching such a projects like NASA, they will going to launch a project, then a project history, all those things. These are all legacy data. Okay, transaction histories. So whatever the transaction you will going to make, whether it may be a payments or something like gifting a cards, etc., whatever it may be. So any kind of object you are transferring or doing the transaction, then it will go to generate a transaction ID. Yes or not? TID. Okay, this is very, very important actually. TID, transaction ID, it will going to generate. All these things are related to some other. So why you will going to get the transaction ID? Because think like that, there will be one person. Okay, this person want to send to money to his friend. Okay, so he's sending the money to his friend. Nothing but $100 he is sending. Think like that, $100 he is sending. So you needs to have a proof whether the money went to this particular person or not. Then what it will going to have. So network will going to provide a ID. Yes or not? What is the transaction ID? How much amount you are sending, from which bank you are sending, and which bank you are sending. All those things you will want to get it. So it will go to return to this particular person. Nothing but what it indicates very clearly. whatever the data we have transferred, that is very much clear. So it is going to other person without any delay. So it's giving the confirmation to this particular person. That is the reason why these types of data are related to relational data. Okay, there is a relation. Why it is a relation? He is a friend, because you can able to say he is a friend. You wanted to send the money to this particular friend. So then when there is a relation between the friendship, that is the reason why he is sending. When you are sending the money, you should have a proof, right? Every time you should have a proof. Without proof, how can you send the money? If you send a money $100 to this particular person, you should know that whether the money went to that particular friend or not. We have to know that. That is the reason why relation databases are mostly in tables. Mostly it will be available in tables. Again, for that you will going to get the transactions. Legacy data, you can able to find lot of legacy data are there. Weather reporting systems, again many projects, many histories. Actually legacy is nothing but history actually. So you can able to say like Ashoka's history, all those things, those are all legends. Okay, so they will going to leave the legacies and all like that. So we will going to collect all this legacies data. So you can able to see some Microsoft legacies data or your Oracle legacies data, all those things you will go to get it. And the text data, it is available in the web. Okay, all those things you can able to see the text data. Okay, it is basically in terms of text value. Okay, semi-structured data. Okay, basically it is a document. Actually, it is a document. Okay, so it will be available in the XML part, nothing but extended markup language. That is the reason why I told you it is a document. Okay, graph data you can able to see in graph. It is a huge data actually, graph data and all. So different kind of graphs you will going to see. So all those are all called as graph data. Social network, already you know, Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc. So many things you will going to find. Okay, so all those things are belongs to social network data, images, messages, comments, likes. So many things are there. So all these things are belongs to social network data. Again, schematic, web data, all these things. Okay, streaming data, basically it is a real-time data. Okay, real-time data. Why I will going to call this one as a real-time data? Because whatever the things you will going to stream, that is available in time, that is available that time only. So that is the reason why we'll call this one as a streaming data. Okay, real time data. For example, you can take the YouTube. Okay, when you're doing the YouTube streaming, so basically at the same time you will go, another person can able to see those videos or see those particular data. That is the reason why it is called it as streaming data. Okay, you can afford to scan the data once, and like nothing but so much of data is there. Okay, so these data are will going to generate as per the situations. Basically you can able to see social network, you will going to post the data, something like photos and all. As per the situation, these things will going to be generated. So that is the reason why different types of data we have in the real world. Okay, in the real world, in the real world you can find a lot of real data, as well as lot of data it will going to be generated based on the demand. So these are the types of data we have right now. Okay, so we'll go to the next slide. So that is what I told you what to do with this data. Okay, what you will do with this data? Basically what we will going to do, basically we will going to utilize the data, yes or not? So why we have to use the data for, particularly because we wanted to use it for some purpose. Okay, that's why collect the data first. Just you collect the data. Now here you can able to see collect the data. Again, do something on that. What you will going to do? Basically, you will going to do the analytics on that particular data, whatever the data you have collected. Understanding whatever the data you have collected, on that you will going to do some kind of descriptive analysis. You will going to do some kind of analytics on that. So in that analytics, it will going to give some kind of good information. Then what I will going to do? I will going to apply some kind of concept, that is called it as something like machine learning or AI concept. So you can able to use AI concept also, machine learning concept also. So after doing all those things, what we will going to do? We will going to do some kind of if it is getting any profit from this particular things, nothing but we will going to use some kind of algorithms, all those things. Okay. So then what we'll do, whether it is useful to customer or not, we have to do with that. So that is the reason why customer analytics we will going to do here. Again, finally, so if everything is works fine, what we're going to do? Okay, this data is generating certain values. That is the reason why what I will going to do. I will going to put data in the software, that is called it as Adobe software. To for this, basically for this big data and all, we cannot able to use Oracle or we cannot able to use MySQL, all those things. Instead of using all these things, basically we will going to use Adobe. Why we are using this Adobe? Because this is basically it is a no relation. No relation. You have to understand this one. No relation. There is no relation. Nothing but no tables, nothing you will going to get it. So that is the reason why it has the capacity. This particular software has the capacity to, okay, give some kind of value of nothing but we will going to use something like Adobe system, nothing but SDFS, all those things. I will going to discuss about these things. Don't worry right now. If you give huge amount of data to this particular Hadoop, what it will going to do? It will going to use the technique that is called it as map reduce technique. So because of those things, you will going to get some kind of big data analytics we will going to do on this particular data. So whatever the data you have given to this particular software, so we will going to generate some kind of analytics on that big data, and we will going to apply some algorithms like artificial intelligence algorithm. Okay, finally we will going to do some kind of data science on that. Again, we will going to generate some graphs and all everything. So it means that every data it will going to give some useful information, nothing but value. Okay, every data what it will going to give, it will going to give some useful information as well as some value. So based on that value, what we will going to do, we will going to generate some profits. Yes or not? We will going to recommend, or we will going to do something else. Again, we will going to do some kind of helpful information. So when you suppose example, if you go to NASA and all, can you go to the next slide? Okay, so here I will going to show you all those things. Wait a minute, just I will go to, okay. So suppose example, if you go to the NASA and all, basically they will going to take the old history. Okay, nothing but legacy history. So what are the mistakes they have done that should not happen currently? So like that they will going to take care. So there is a reason why they will going to do the complete analysis, analytics, all those things. I will going to apply algorithms, etc., etc. So many things they will going to do. So finally they will go to generate what they will go to generate. So how much errors we can able to reduce from that particular analysis. That is the reason why we have to do the analysis here, and why the data is analyzed, because these data will going to help us. Okay, in future it will going to help us. This big data will going to help us. That is the reason why we will going to do the big data process. This is the process. These are all the process to generate a particular value, useful value. We have to generate it. That is the reason why all this process we will going to do. What is the descriptive analysis we will going to do? Again, machine learning things we will going to do. Customer analytics we will going to do. Hadoop softwares we will going to use. Big data analytics we will going to do. Artificial intelligence we will going to use. So many things we will going to use, because we have to gain some kind of useful information. That is the one big reason. That's why we will going to use the data. So we will going to do these things with these particular data. Okay, that is the reason why we will use the data. Otherwise, why we have to use? Hmm? Next slide, we will see the next slide. See here, companies learn your secret. That's what I told you. This is very, very interesting. I will show you. This is very, very interesting. You can see that. Okay, companies are saying that. Okay, maybe you can see there are a lot of companies are there. Yes or not? There are a lot of companies are there. So what they will going to do? Companies learn your secrets, shopping patterns, and preferences. Please observe here. Okay, companies will learn your secrets. Suppose example, think like that in your mobile. Suppose think like the in your mobile. Okay, in your mobile, suppose if you are watching YouTube, okay, you are watching YouTube, think like that something. If you will going to watch the YouTube, some video you will going to watch. What is that? New dresses. You will going to watch something like new dresses. Okay, so immediately what happens? Okay, these whatever the things you will going to search in the YouTube, in the search bar, it will going to give this information to some other companies. Nothing but whatever the data you searched here, that will be given to the artificial engineering or artificial intelligence. Okay, that will going to identify your mail ID. Okay, okay, identify your mail ID. For your mail ID, they will going to send the ad saying that these are the new dresses are available in the market, you can buy it. Every day they will going to put one message. They will going to publish the ads. When you're watching the YouTube, they will going to give the ads. Again, when you are everywhere, wherever you go, they will go to follow you. Okay, understanding everyone? Divya got it? Understood, Divya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wherever
Yes,
you
sir.
go, they will go to follow you, like that is dog. These companies are like that. They will go to understand everything about your secret, what you are doing, what you are watching, where are you at, how many hours you watch YouTube. Okay, again, what are the things you will going to do every day, what you will going to buy. Anyway, you will going to make the payments, right? That time it will go to understand very clearly what you will going to go, at what time you will going to do the shopping. Basically, some people, suppose example, I will going to take Divya. Divya, you tell me when you will going to do the shopping and all. Okay, basically at what time you will going to do the shopping, basically at what kind of occasion you will going to choose. That is what exactly I'm asking. You can ask me, and you can say, Anusha, you also, you tell me when you will go for shopping, ma.
During weekends, sir.
That is what, see, so that is what exactly, that is the shopping pattern. They will going to choose your shopping pattern. Weekends means they will going to very clearly, they will understand that time what they will going to do. Company people, suppose example you take Amazon. Okay, Amazon, you take it. So these people, what they will do, they know very clearly, okay, this girl will going to do the shopping on weekend. Definitely that time they will going to release the offers, and they will make you or tempt you to buy those things. Correct? Is it correct or not? You will get the
Yes,
ads,
sir.
right? Huh? Yes or not? Divya, correct? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that is what exactly they will purposefully or intentionally they will make like this, and they just what they wanted to do, just they wanted to do their business. That is the reason why they were targeting. Okay, you don't know how you are how you are targeted. Basically, we don't know how we targeted because of this big data. That is the reason why we face lot of problems about the secrets here when it comes to big data. So that is the reason why they will going to sell your data, as well as these people, and whatever the data we are generating, that is actually it's not safe right now. Okay, we don't know in future how they will going to focus on security and all, but nowadays this is the things are happening. Okay, shopping patterns and preference. How, what you will going to do, basically if you go to shopping and all, suppose think like that, Anusha will go to the shopping and all, Anusha or Varun, they will go to the shopping and all. So what they will going to do, one boy, okay, you will go to buy some other clothes, or I will go to buy some other thing like that. Okay, this person will going to buy some other type of clothes. You will understand, okay, the data will understand very clearly what type of pattern you are buying, as well as what type of preference you are giving to that particular when you are buying. So it will understand everything. For that particular data, they will going to add what is that algorithms, like AI algorithms, analytics they will going to do. Again, they will be ready using map reduce technique. They will going to use the Hadoop for map reduce technique. Finally, they will going to get the useful information. By using that useful information, definitely that information will going to target one person. Okay, I don't know how many people will be targeted on that particular data, but it will going to generate. Why it will going to generate? To target a particular man. Okay, suppose example, you can able to see, for example, can we know that if a woman is pregnant, even if she doesn't want to know us? Target case study, basically what is that? Suppose think like that, so woman is there. Okay, if she don't know, if she doesn't say also, basically physical changes will going to appear. Then we can able to understand woman is pregnant, like that we can able to understand. Otherwise, what she will do, basically they will go, she will going to buy some medicines and all, so related to that particular thing. So even though we can say that maybe she is a pregnant, like that. So like that they will going to target you one or another way. We don't know exactly one or another way, we don't know. Okay, so that is the reason why big data is very dangerous basically, as well as very helpful also. So but we have to provide a lot of security for this particular thing. Okay, data analytics and election example, this is very very dangerous. See, this concept is there now, this is very very dangerous. Data analysis and election, nowadays you can able to see there are parties. This is actually really dangerous one. Parties, all the parties, what they are doing, basically they will understand all these techniques and all, and they will going to give all their ideology to the particular company, and they will going to do the survey. That is the reason why when parties, okay, parties are doing the survey, never ever take the survey. Okay, so that is the one of the important thing. Basically they will going to predict how much votes they will going to get it for that particular party, again who will going to win. Okay, all those things they will going to predict. That is the reason why data analytics and elections in 2013 and 2019 we can able to see. In 2019 they said very clearly, so this party will come to the power, like that. So that party only came. So that is the reason why this is a very very dangerous actually. Okay, so business intelligence, that is what I told you, how they will going to target you. Again, big data visualization, nothing but suppose think like that, Amazon. Okay, so Amazon or Flipkart. Okay, you take Flipkart, Amazon, whatever it may be. Okay, the our eBay system, eBay, Walmart, Walmart, eBay, all those things. These people, they will going to understand how much products they have sold, all those things. They need a visualization, so that they will going to use such kind of things. That is big data visualization. Nothing but how much products they sold in a year or quarter, like that. Again, we're going to do some kind of data analytics. What is the useful doing on those things, like that. We're going to do the data analysis on that. Again, database management system. Okay, that is what exactly I told. Nowadays we will going to use zettabytes, like that, zettabytes, petabytes, like that. So we're going to store the data in a NoSQL form. Okay, NoSQL form is a no tables, nothing, no tables. Okay, so like this we will going to store it. So this is real life examples I'm giving when it comes to big data. Okay, you can able to see this. Okay, fine. Divya, okay? Divya, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
see the recommendations here. Everybody observe here. Recommendation. Already I discussed, but still I will going to discuss. Don't worry, guys. Still little time is there. 6 minutes. After, if you disconnected means please join once again. Okay. I will upload these things in YouTube. Don't worry. I have a channel. Don't worry. You can watch it. No problem. Recommendation system. That is what example A. Anybody have Netflix? Netflix. Divya, Netflix ಇದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ? Divya, you have Netflix?
No, sir.
Divya Bharati, Divya ya Manusha, you have Netflix. Varun, where is Varun? Varun is missing here. Nobody have. You want it? Okay, fine. See here. So if you go to the Netflix and all, we can able to see. Okay, with last search they will going to find out. Please understand, last search they will going to find out whether you are watching fiction movies, other whether you are actually watching action movies, like that, based on search. Okay, based on search, and based on one more, what is that, watching. Okay, they will going to recommend you what kind of movie you have to watch. You will not going to ask, please understand, you will not going to ask, I wanted to watch this movie, like that. But even though based on search, as well as based on what is that, watch time. Okay, as well as based on watching, so they will going to recommend you this movie is good, it will going to suit you, like that. They will going to pop up that particular movie on the top of the window. Okay, so maybe you can able to see when you go to, have you observed, Divya, have you observed like that? Huh? In Amazon Prime and all, Amazon idea. Have you have Amazon? Divya, have Amazon idea nimatra?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you find such kind of things? Have you find?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir.
Okay, definitely. That is what exactly we are discussing here. So when you see all these things, they are recommending us, okay, saying that you have to watch this. Nothing but what is that exactly? It says that very clearly. You are forcing me. Yes or not? You are forcing me to watch
Yes,
such
sir.
kind of movies, like that. So it suppose think like that. I will go to watch something movie like Witch Hunter. Okay, Witch Hunter. So it is an action movie. So next when I start watching next time, it will going to show you n number of movies which is related to action movies, like that. It will suggest you to, these are all the action movies. If you like it, you can able to watch it. Even though they are doing the business, what is that? How they are doing the business? That is streaming values. Okay, whatever the streaming you will going to do, that will be that is basically data. Your data will going to be decreased. So like that also they will go to, that will go to the ISP, internet service provider. Again, so many providers will going to depend on this particular ISP. So everybody will going to have a equal share, like that. So anyway, one or another way they wanted to make you to watch, so that they will going to get some profits. Okay, that's why. Again, this is also very important here. Self-driving system is nothing but what, basically it is not in India. It is not available in India. Okay, it is not available in India. So if you go to America and all, basically it's available in Tesla. Okay, Tesla. So, and one more important thing, when you are talking about self-driving and all, basically we can able to see Benz new car, they have given this system. Okay, Benz. So in this Benz and all, they provided such kind of facility, okay, or such kind of services for self-driving, so that they will going to keep the sensors, understanding everyone, so that they will going to keep the sensors. So it will understand the road, and it will going to understand that particular data, so that it will going to drive. Now suppose think like that, this is the road, okay, so straight it will go. Suppose immediately think that one car will come, immediately the sensor will be there, sensors will be there. Immediately what happens when you see this particular object, it will going to sense the object, again it will going to put the brakes. So this is what self-driving, all those things, all these things will come, okay. So again it will go to under side sensors, you will going to find, okay, like this side sensor, so that it will go to understand how much width is there, how much width of road is there, all those things it will going to understand. So that is the reason why self-driving, so many things will going to come in future, because of whom? Because of big data. Okay, because of big data. Understanding everyone? Because of big data, because without, if you have a little data, is it possible to do these things? No, not at all. It is impossible to do all those things. So we have to have a huge data so that we can able to understand more about that one, and we will going to understand the pitfalls in that. Okay, pitfalls, we will going to find the pitfalls in that, so that we can able to prepare such kind of things. Otherwise it is impossible. Yes or not? Again you can able to see text cognition, nothing but what nowadays also you can able to see in the banks and all. Okay, if you go to the banks and all, still they are taking the signature on the paper. Still we are in the digital world, why can't you take the signature in the digital way? So that is like that we can able to do so a lot of things like that. So that is the reason why, so many where we can able to use this big data. That is the reason why recommendation system, self-driving, text cognition, against spam filtering, I will talk about this one, don't worry. So when it comes to text cognition, what it says that very clearly, instead of taking on the paper, wasting on the paper, you can take the signature using digital way. Okay, so for that we have a lot of algorithms. Okay, signatures algorithms, even face detection, so many things are there. Okay, using those algorithms, we can able to identify who is real, who is fake. Yes or not? Who is real, who is fake, like that. So like that, we can able to use many ways. Okay, big data can be used in many ways like that. So that is what we are discussing about applications here. Again, spam filtering. Maybe if you go to the Gmail and all, see here, if you go to the Gmail and all, you will go to find lot of ads, you will go to find lot of things. Nothing but it will going to provide certain keywords. They will going to provide certain keywords. Okay, based on the keywords, it will going to find the spams. Nothing but you, which is not useful. Okay, so which is not useful, if it is matching this particular key, it says that very clearly, okay, whatever the mail I received, it is not useful or not worthy for my inbox, not worthy in my inbox. That is the reason why directly you can able to delete that one. So that is the reason why so many mails.
I'll take.
Okay, when it comes to spam filtering, okay, spam is nothing but which is not useful. Okay, waste one or something it is not required. So these are all we will call it as spams. So you will going to get hundreds of thousands of mails every day. Think like the thousands of mails you are getting every day. That time I cannot able to open each and everything. That is the reason why. So what we will going to do? We will going to make a keyword. Based on the keyword, it will going to identify whether this mail is a useful or not, so that, okay, we can delete those mails without seeing all those things. Unnecessary waste of time. Think like that, 1,000 mails you got it, okay, in that, okay, 700 mails are useless. Why you want to open all those things which is related to ads, something, etc., promotions, recommendations, something, etc., etc., like that? Why you want to open all those things? That is the reason why we will going to use the spam filtering, all those things. Nothing but what, huge database will be created, no SQL database will be created. Again, keywords will be given. Okay, if it is matching with those keywords, immediately it says that whatever the mail you have got, that is a spam. Okay, it will go to the spam folder, like that. Okay, fine, got it. Got it now? Okay. Now see this one. If you are able to understand whatever the things we have discussed right now, we have discussed a lot of things. If you are able to understand all those things, now it's a very, very important. We are coming into the core now. Now we have a huge data. Please understand, we have a huge data, huge data. Okay, we have a huge data, but we don't know how to process this one. Yes or not? We don't know how to process this one. So that is the reason why some scientists brought so the concept that is called it as Hadoop concept. Okay, this is what we are using here, Hadoop concept. What is this Hadoop? Is nothing but it is a software. Okay, it is a software. Okay, Adobe is a software. So we're going to use the techniques like map reduce technique, all those things. I will going to show you all those things. But later, basically in the ends before it was Hadoop. Okay. After that, these people, okay, joined with Apache. Then nowadays it will going to say that Apache Hadoop. I will going to tell you what is this again exactly Apache, all those things. Apache is a software. It is a top level project software, and as well as it is a open source. Open source is nothing but what, basically you no need to pay, no need to pay, please understand, no need to pay. It's a free of cost, no need to pay, it's a free of cost. So, and one more thing, if you are able to contribute it, no problem, you can able to modify this particular software and you can able to contribute better than the old software, like that. So open source implementation of a frameworks. So these Apache softwares we will going to implement for projects to do the projects, and also for that we will going to create a framework. Suppose example, if you do some kind of Android applications and all, if you go to the ID and all, already framework is there. Just what you have to do, just you have to change the code. Okay, just you have to change the code. Basically, suppose sign up form is there, already framework they will going to give sign up all those things. Just you have to just you have to change the code for that particular objects. That is what exactly like that they will going to create a lot of framework. So this is very reliable, scalable, distributed computing, and data storage. So it is very helpful actually. So all these things it will going to support. That is the reason why all the people started using this one Apache. If you want to run the program, suppose example, if you go to the web projects and all, they will going to use some kind of Apache server, like that. So it is very reliable to use, nothing but easy to use actually. Again, scalable, okay, as well as distributed computing. Whatever the data you can have, you can able to distribute all those things. You can able to do the computing on that. That is the reason why again we can able to store it. That's why again now here Hadoop is a flexible and highly available architecture for large scale computation and data processing. That's why exactly when it comes to data storage, we can see, suppose example, if you go to Oracle, okay, certain amount of the limit is there for this. Okay, limit is there, limit is there. You cannot give something like petabytes of data to this particular software. If you give like that, please understand, if you give such kind of data to this particular software, definitely it will going to crash. Definitely it will going to crash. So such kind of data it will not going to accept. Yeah, the two, it is basically it's a what kind of no relational database, it will not going to accept. Basically it will going to accept only tables, yes or not, because in petabytes and all huge amount of data, so this will not going to be work on this particular software. Definitely it will going to crash. But even though what I'm saying is huge amount of data it will not going to accept. That is one of the biggest problem in this kind of softwares when you having a relational database. Okay, so that is the reason why they came up with the Hadoop. Is a flexibly and highly available architecture. It's just an architecture and software, okay, for a large scale computation. So suppose you wanted to do any kind of computation, nothing but processing you wanted to do on that particular data. Think like that, big data is there, big data is there. Okay, I wanted to do some kind of computation on this, okay, what you will going to do? So inputs, again what is the output, all those things you will going to understand. So this big data is the input, you will going to give it to the processor, nothing but here we will going to apply some kind of map reduce, you will going to give it to the Hadoop. Just you see this one, big data is there, huge amount of data is there, that data will be given to Hadoop, Apache Hadoop. So what in that Apache Hadoop, what we're going to do, we're going to use the technique that is called it as map reduce technique. Huge amount of data, think like that, like this it will be there, huge amount of data like this. Okay, so this is available in the Hadoop. Now what I will going to do, I will going to analyze all this data, I will going to pick only few data like this. Okay, this data is represent all this data. So that is the reason why Adobe is the one of the best software, as well as it's a best architecture for computation, as well large scale computation and data processing. Large amount of data can be processed using Hadoop. Okay, so that is the reason why they will going to use the Hadoop here on network of commodity. Okay, nothing but what is that, business purpose. Okay, so based on hardware it will want to say. Okay, fine. So these things you need to understand. Hardware, why I'm calling about on the network of commodity hardware means, so hardware should support those things. Okay, whatever the software you are, Adobe software, whatever the software you are using, so it should support all this. So nowadays we can able to see, basically definitely it will going to support all these things. Basically since it is a open source, Adobe is a open source, basically it will going to support on all kind of softwares. Okay, and whatever the hardware we will going to have, it will going to support on that. So that is the reason why they made it, it's a open source. That one we have to understand. So these are all just a introduction. Okay, just an introduction I'm talking about. Further you can able to see, so these are the people, some Adobe milestones you can able to see. These are the main people who are a reason for this particular Adobe. Okay, he's a person, Dom Cutting and Mike. So these people are started working on Notch. Okay, in 2002, and these things are later given to some Google publishers, and they have done some kind of map produced papers, and they have published, and they understood the what is data, what kind of data this is all about. Everything they discussed. Okay, and they published all those things. And these fellows, okay, they understood very clearly whatever the data is generating, the data will go into apply using MapReduce technique, so that we can able to generate a very good data like that. Again in 2004, again this all these things has given to Yahoo company. Okay, so these people are hired, these people. Okay, Yahoo company, they started. Okay, they understood all these things, whatever the project they are doing, everything they understood very clearly. Again they understood very clearly, so okay, using this data we can able to generate a valuable information like that. And that is the reason why, so these people, Yahoo people, made this software open source. Okay, and these people, what they have done, Yahoo people, they understood very clearly again about this data, and they given this project to Apache. So that's why, and they understood very clearly it is a huge amount of data, something like petabytes of data, terabytes of data like that. So that's why what they understood very clearly, basically you can able to see big data using cloud computing, all those things you will going to do. So that's why they understood we have to create a clouds, all those things, etc., etc. They started working on that. So again they see image processing, so many things they have done. So finally, so these, okay, Yahoo fastest sort of TVs, sort of TVs, and so these, what it did basically, I will tell you, this Yahoo company taken the project, okay, and given the project to Apache. Again it understood basically, in initial times data was in one particular place, in one node. But what they have understood very clearly, think like that one server will be there like this. Okay, again in another country one more server will be there, in another country one more server will be there, in another country one more server will be there. So what they have understood very clearly, we cannot keep the data in only one single server. That is the reason why they started creating a nodes or notches. Okay, they created a nodes, and they started keeping the data over here, everywhere they started nodes. That is the reason why they created almost all 910 nodes. Okay, nothing but what, 910 servers they have created throughout the world, and they kept the data everywhere. So that is the reason why they can able to take the data whenever they want it, and they can able to process the data at the fastest speed. Because since it is a big data, it's a huge data, we cannot able to fast, we cannot able to do the faster rate. That is the reason why they understood very clearly, if I keep the data over here, it is impossible to have a faster rate, okay, to fetch the data. So that is the reason why they understood very clearly, they created 910 nodes, and they distributed the data so that everyone can able to access easily. Suppose example, you can take this one, Facebook. Okay, see, if you go to the Facebook, you can able to find the server in US. Again, you can find the server in India. You can able to find the server in Australia. You can able to find the server in UK. Everywhere you can able to find. That is the reason why users can able to access their data faster rate. Otherwise, it's very hard. Yes or not? Otherwise, it's very hard. Okay, so it will be around TBs, terabytes of data, petabytes of data, okay, zettabytes of data, like that it will be there. If I store in a one single server, it is really not worthy, first of all, I guess, well as it's really a demolition technique, so that what we sometime if it is crashes means who will go to retrieve the data. So it's really difficult to recover. So that is the reason why they understood very clearly, they started distributing all the data. That is the reason why it says that distributed way. Okay, so every data will be distributed and we can able to access it. So again, one company, that is called it as Cloudera. If you want it, if you are good in big data and all, you can apply to this company. Okay, if you are apply to this company, and you can have a job. Yeah, these people, they started working on this. So like this, nowadays you can able to see big data is a one of the biggest requirements in the industry. Okay, so they did lot of things over here. Again, they did summits, etc., etc. on this one. That is how. See, when they started in 2002, they started. In 2009, they confirmed very clearly this is very useful. We can able to do a lot of things using this. So that is the reason why you can able to see in 2010, 2009 and 10, we got the Facebook. Okay, we got the Facebook. Otherwise, you will not going to get the Facebook such kind of things. That is the reason why one my good suggestion to you people is, and that's what one good suggestion to you people is, please understand the trend. Please understand the trend. What trend is happening, go on that. Basically, sir, I will going to learn Java. No, it's what you people are thinking is wrong. Basically, Java is time up already. Java is over. They are going to something else. Okay, you please understand the trend and you work on that particular trend to get the job. Okay, fine. So here, so in this, Adobe includes lot of things. Nothing but I told you very clearly, Adobe is a software. That is the reason why they given the logo. What is that? Elephant logo they given. Okay, so it's a software. In this software, what you can able to do, you can able to do something like so many components are there, like Adobe Common, SDFS, Adobe Yarn. It is a mini operating system. Actually, it is a mini operating system, mini OS operating system in this Adobe. Again, Adobe MapReduce, I told you. Yes or not? I will going to discuss. Don't worry, I will going to discuss everything. So this Hadoop common, it will going to contain all the libraries. Basically, Hadoop works on Java. Please understand. Hadoop works on Java. Please understand this one. That's why I want you people to learn the big data on cloud computing, and big data on IoT. So many things are there. That's why so many branches are came out. Understanding, so many branches are came out because of these things. IoT, AI, okay, ML, all these things. Why these people are introducing all these things? They wanted to destroy us. Oh, they will going to recommend us. They will going to make us to purchase. They will going to make us poor. That is the reason why they are doing all this nonsense. I feel like that, but I don't know exactly whether I am telling right or wrong. But just I'm telling this one. Okay, so Adobe Common here, what we're going to do, basically we're going to find a lot of libraries and other modules and all. You know what is the module useful means, it will going to perform that particular task like that. Again, SDFS, Adobe Distributed File System. That's what I told you. So many servers will be there. The files will be distributed in different ways. Okay, distributed system. Basically, it will work on distributed system. Okay, distributed file system. This one you have to understand. Suppose if I'm missing the file, I will going to take it from here. If I'm missing here another file, I will going to take it from here like that. That's fine. Again, Adobe Yarn is nothing but what it is. Basically, it's an operating system. What basically operating system will going to do? You know, people, operating system will going to do some kind of scheduling. Yes or not? Scheduling it will do, as well as process. Again, it will going to manage the resources, memory, CPU, all those things. That is the reason why Adobe Yarn is a mini operating system. Please understand, it's a mini operating system in the Adobe. Okay, so it will going to schedule the job scheduling. It will do, again, resource maintenance, okay, management, memory management, all these things it will going to do. Again, MapReduce technique, it's a programming model. Okay, this is a programming model. You will go to program that one. That's what I told you. So when you have a huge data, please understand, when you have a huge data like this, huge data will be there. Okay, huge data. So by using the MapReduce technique, I will going to generate few data which is very very useful for us. Okay, because of this data I got this data. Okay, that's why a programming model for a large scale data for processing. Okay, so I wanted to process it. So that is the reason why use data have taken. Again, I given to this one. Okay, what is that? Hadoop. So this Hadoop will going to generate some kind of data which is useful data. So by using MapReduce technique, so we will going to apply the MapReduce technique over here. It will going to generate useful data for us. That is the reason. Okay, it is required. Fine, I think you people got it. Now you can see this one. I spoken about the architecture, right? You can able to see Adobe stack is nothing but what are the components which are available in the Adobe. Understanding? Divya getting? Divya Bharti, Divya M, Anusha getting? Yeah, fine. See here, in this Adobe stack is nothing but what is this? Basically, what are the components which are available in the Adobe? We have to understand. Okay, so basically you can able to see Adobe user experience, these things. Again, Hive, this is a programming language. Okay, that is related to SQL. Again, Mahout, machine learning, workflow. Okay, scripting, that is Pig. Okay, these are the things. Okay, all the things are available in this. Again, zookeeper is nothing but it will go to watch. Okay, so what is happening, everything it will go to watch all those things. Again, I told you it's a, yeah, an operating system will be there. Again, distributed file system you will going to find here. Okay, so again, databases, okay, all this, okay, you will going to find it. Again, data exchange, if you want to exchange the data, so there only you will going to find a lot of things. That is the reason why they given this symbol. Hadoop symbol is nothing but use data, use things will going to happen. Again, we will going to convert that one into small data. How we will going to do? Because of all these things, okay, they are all integrated here. So that is the reason. Okay, one reason. Otherwise we cannot do. Yes or not? So this is all about, guys. Understood, Divya? Got it, Divya? Divya,
Yes,
Divya,
sir. Yes,
Anusha
sir.
understood. Anusha understood or not? Anusha, Divya M. No, they were
Yes,
not.
sir.
Okay. So these are the components. I will going to show you how to configure. I will show you how to configure. Last time I showed to Varun. Okay, I asked those people to install Adobe, all those things. Please, everybody. Okay, we will do one day. Okay, configuration. Okay, I will show you all those things. You have to install JDK, all those things, and Hadoop files, all those things we have to install. I will show you all these things. So these are all related to Hadoop and all. So these things you should know because in future, this is the future. Okay, so that's why. Okay, okay. This is in the module, some parts of the some concepts we are discussing in first module. So we're going to discuss more about this one in lecture 2. Okay, in lecture 2 we will going to discuss more about this one. Tomorrow I will take at the same time. Can I take the class tomorrow at evening? Can I? Or
Yes, sir.
morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Okay, so we will going to finish here. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Bharti.
sir.
Thank you, Bharti. Thank you, Anisha. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Bye.